What's up, legends? Remy here from Remy's Shop. I'm putting a lift kit in this Ram today. Something a bit different. It's definitely not a Commodore. This is a big car. It literally just fits on my hoist. The roller door is missing that tow bar by like a millimeter. So anyway, yeah, we're just putting a 2-inch lift kit in this thing, and yeah, I can't look forward to it. It's a different car. It's not a car that I've done before. Had a quick poke underneath the suspension, and yeah, cars are cars, suspension is suspension. It looks pretty straightforward, but I also bought myself a new tool. I bought a new like compressor tool for doing struts. I wanted to get a really good one, but they're like 3,000 bucks. So I found this one. This is what Petters used to use before they got the better ones. So should be good for what I need. It's not perfect because the one that I want has like 3 jaws that clamps onto the spring, and you can just set the height shut up, so you don't get the strut pulling on an angle, making it hard to put the strut top bearing on. Whereas this only has 2 points of contact. So it's not the best, but it should be better than what I have. And like the ones that I haven't been able to do, I've had to take them across town to Bar & Tire and Auto and put them together, which is fine. I appreciate the guys letting me use their tools, but at the same time, I'm gonna drive all the way across town, all the way back. So I'm hoping that by buying this, it'll save me a little bit of time and it'll tie me over until I get a better one. We'll find out in this video whether it's a shit tool and a waste of my money, or whether it's gonna be a good little tool to have around the shop. It's a big bit of equipment. It's nearly as tall as me, or yeah, it's nearly as tall as me, weighs about as much as me. So yeah, I'm looking forward to using it, which we'll be using in this video. I could pre-assemble the struts to put them in tomorrow, but unfortunately the struts that he's got didn't have any nuts on them, so I've got to pull the struts out to get the nuts to be able to put them in this one. But anyway, yeah, let's get into it. Caught that on camera. Spring compressor just going poof. Really took out my finger. It's all swollen. But yeah, short answer, that's not going to do the job for me. I think when I'm putting together Commodore struts and stuff, they'll be fine because they're not under a lot of preload. But these 4 drives and stuff and some coilovers, I think I'm just going to have to bite the bullet and buy one of those wall mounted ones, the $3,000 things. Yeah, I'll keep an eye out, but yeah, I'm not gonna. It's just so dangerous using spring compressors when you're trying to get something underneath that much tension. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna just see the boys are at Bar & Tire and Auto, and then I'll take these out and take them down there and put them together and then bring them back and then chuck them in. But you get the gist of what you're meant to do. Or you compress it from there, and chuck the nut on the top. I can't take my camera with me because this one's going flat, so I'm going to have to leave this on charge while I go. But yeah, I'll rip out the other side, and then hopefully the boys will be there. It's still pretty early in the morning, it's 7 o'clock, so I'll rip out the other side, and then I'll head across there and put them together. So I'm just having a coffee. That was hectic there for a little bit. I was getting a little bit concerned about putting these together. Once I had the right, I'm buying one of those strut tools because they're the bee's knees. They're so good. Went out to buy one tire. I think I took some clips with my phone. I can't remember, but if I did, I'll put them in here. Yeah, went out to buy one tire. Got it put together straight away. I put a bit too much preload on them. We're trying to put a bit more preload on them to get a bit more lift. But yeah, it had about 10 mil already, and then I put it up another 20. But yeah, I've adjusted it back about another 10. So it's got, yeah, I actually haven't measured it because I couldn't find a tape. I didn't want to annoy the boys when they were working, but so I just winged it. I used a Stanley knife to measure the sides. I had 10 and I put it up to 30. But we've put it back to 20, so it should still have roughly about another 20 mil lift in the front than it had. But yeah, so I'm just finishing my coffee, and then we'll put those back in the front of the car, which will be good. Get that done, and then we'll do the rear suspension as well. And then yeah, get this car done and out of here. It's chewing up a lot more time than I would have thought it was going to take, but unfortunately, this is what happens when you race across town, which is why I bought that other tool, so that I wouldn't have to race across town. But turns out I should have just bit the bullet and bought the more expensive one. Yeah, anyway. What do you do? Sometimes you try and cheap out. More often than not, it doesn't pay off. So yeah, better off just spend the good money, get the good tools, and then you don't have problems. But anyway, yeah, let's get back into it. Well, that was interesting. Anyway, have a look at the hair on it. Finally got it done. So the front struts are in Miote, and I've spaced this. Usually I would space the sway bar because usually they bolt upwards. I'd space it down a bit, but this bolts sideways, so I've just put some washers in the sway bar just to space it back up so it's not under. It was like I couldn't even bolt it in place. It was about an inch out, so yeah, I've roughly got an inch worth of spaces in there to space it so that that's at least doesn't have any pressure on it. And then I'll just tell him that he'll need to get some aftermarket link pins or something. I'm sure someone would make something for that car for the 2-inch lift. So yeah, we'll just have to get those and put them in. But at least for now, he can still have it in there, because if I put it in, I wouldn't have got it in, but it would have drove like crap. So anyway, now we're on to the back, and the back is going to be, touch wood, easy. So yeah, let's get into it. So, dump a hole through here so that I can get to the bolt and take the bolt out, because for the guard line to come off, it seems that the flares have got to come off and the flares are glued on, so didn't think that was a good idea. Anyway, have an excess hole here for doing that, makes sense. Should have really had one factory. The trap that I'm finding is I need to, for whatever reason, usually in this sort of setting where you've got a bolt that goes into the chassis, the nut on the other side will be welded in place so that you just can undo the bolt and then you take it out. Not in these cars. So the nut you need to be able to get onto and hold, and the problem I have is I need to get up behind the fuel tank there. So I've got my breaker bar going across the top of the fuel tank to get to the nut, but then I can't reach the rattle gun and the breaker bar at the same time. See, I'm trying to work through that at the moment. That's my new mission. I've got the right hand side suspensions done, the front suspension's done. I'm just trying to get the left done, and then this car can get out of my shed. A job that I thought was going to take me a few hours has taken me from 5 o'clock this morning, and it's currently 2. So anyway, hopefully I'll be done soon. So I can't seem to get this bolt because, well, I've ended up figuring out, I'll put a clip in it here, but the nut is actually lower than the chassis, so I can't get the bloody socket on in there to undo it. That's why it keeps, like, I can get it on there, but as soon as I go to undo it, it flicks it off. And it's not quite far enough away that I can get a uni joint in there to do it. So I've basically got one or two choices. I can either weld a 21mm socket to a bar so that I can drop it down in there and do it up, or I'm going to have to cut a spanner. The bar, I'm not sure if it'll work. The spanner, I'm pretty confident I can get in there, but I've only got these good ones, so sacrificing a good spanner just to do this job. But anyway, it's kind of all part of it, isn't it, you know? It'll be frustrating if this doesn't work. I'm pretty confident it will, because I should just be able to cut it real short and just sit it in there, and then it'll just hit against the chassis and undo the nut, and then reverse ways on doing it up. But there's just not enough room in there. Like, it's going to be a very stumpy 21, but what do you do? You know, I need to get this done, and I've been mucking around with this for a while now, trying to get this nut out, thinking I shouldn't have said that the rear was going to be easy, because I did one side, so I was pissed, didn't take long at all. But yeah, now it's stuck on the other side. But anyway, I don't know why that nut's just not welded from factory so that you can just pull that bolt out and move on with your life. But anyway, Doesn't matter. Let's get back into it. Oh man, what a day. The Ram's done. Ram's done, just got to take it for a test drive, which I'm going to bring the camera, but I don't know if it's going to run out of juice because it's very, very low battery. It looks tough. I took it for just a quick run up the road and back, and it's a big car, you know, you definitely feel like you're in a big truck. So I think the dude's going to be happy. It's pretty level. It is slightly lower in the front, but it is a lot better than what it is, and obviously it's higher. So yeah, let's take it for a drive. Alright, let's have a game of unfluttering camera angles. Such a big car. Boost! Lucky it's got good visibility. Ooh! Rough! Oh, I just flushed someone. I don't know how to turn the wipers on. This thing's tough. Oh yeah, you're looking at this car. Yeah, you want a lift kit? Another Ram just drove past. If he wants a lift kit, mate, drop in. Ram lift kit specialist now. Just got to try not to lose 2 fingers next time. Oh. This thing drives grouse. It's nice. The bonnet of this car is way above that car in front of me. Where'd the car go? I can't see it anymore. I'm in a truck. It's definitely going to need a wheel alignment, but it drives fantastic. Yeah, I was worried about the amount of preload it had because they were such big springs, but that it was just going to be real bouncy. But it's not at all. It's very comfortable. Oh, whoop. Whoop. Oh yeah, big truck. Oh, I wonder if it's got a cool truck on. Yeah, I'd definitely be putting an air horn or something in this. Apart from that, very, very cool car. I like how you sit. You got the big console in the middle, you know. Yeah, like both people in the front have got plenty of arm room. Nice leather dash. It's tracking pretty straight, but just the steering wheel's off to the angle a little bit. It might have been like that before. Yeah, it's definitely got an wheel alignment. But we are cruising. We are cruising. This has been a bloody mission of a job, but I'm pretty happy with how it's come out. It drives good. Can't say I drove it before. I really should start doing that, but I just always get too G'd up and want to start doing the work straight away. Not very, very happy. Let me get some walk around of this car. If any of you guys need suspension upgrades or wheel clearance solutions, hit me up. I'm based out of Geelong, and yeah, that's my thing. Anyway, I'll see you guys on the next video.